Miranda was a Portuguese-Brazilian samba singer, dancer, Broadway actress, and film star who was active from the 1930s. She was active from 1928 to 1955. The Brazilian bombshell, known for her signature fruit, that outfit she wore in the American films. Carmen Miranda was born on February 9, 1909 in Carnavis, Portugal, and died August 5, 1955 in Beverly Hills, California. She was married to David Sebastian from 1947 to 1955, and her genre of music was samba, world music, Brazilian, and pop. Now, if you look closely, and maybe if you listen closely, you might be able to hear the squirrel talking. It's just kind of hanging out on the palm tree, kind of climbed up a little bit, climbed back down. It was kind of like it was Carmen Miranda, maybe, kind of showing off her stuff. She was best known for her fruit and that she wore on her head and her fancy costume from the films. Carmen Miranda, 46, the explosive Brazilian star who set the hips of the nation swinging to the samba, was found dead in the hallway of her palatial home at 616 North Bedford Drive in Beverly Hills. Her doctor, W.L. Marxer, her physician, said she was a victim of a heart attack. The tiny actress, famed for her huge fruit salad hats and her high platform shoes, had recently completed the filming of a television comedy with Jimmy Durante late in the evening on Thursday before she died. Now, the company worked unusually late because of the impending strike of the TV actors. After the last take, Miss Miranda and Durante staged an impromptu performance on the set for the cast and technicians, and the Latin singer took several members of the cast and some friends home with her for a small party. Always the entertainer, she danced and sang for her guests, skirts whirling, eyes rolling, hips and hands in constant motion. Perpetual motion was a Miranda trademark. It was about 3 a.m. when the actress and her husband, film producer David Sebastian, climbed the stairs to bed. They occupied separate bedrooms. Miss Miranda removed her clothing, placed her platform shoes in a corner, lit a cigarette, and placed it on the ashtray, and went into the bathroom, fixed her face for the night, when she apparently fell to the floor. Now, she made no outcry. No one heard her fall. Her body was found at around 10:30 a.m. lying in the hallway. She was tired from the long hours of work the day before and the party. Her husband said, "I wanted her to sleep late. I went into her room to wake her and found her lying there." Dr. Marxes, who had been Miss Miranda's physician since she came to California and the movies in 1940, was called to the house and pronounced her dead. He said there was no history of heart trouble, and that aside from a brief battle with bronchitis in the last few weeks, the singing star had been in perfect health. At the age of 15 in Rio de Janeiro, she was already a singing sensation. Her records made while she was still in her teens sold like hotcakes and throughout South America, and she literally made thousands of them. She gave the samba Brazil native music to the world. Lee Schubert, New York producer and theater owner, brought Carmen to the United States. He saw the entertainment at the Casino Uruguay in Rio and signed for his Broadway musical, The Streets of Paris. In 1939, she took Broadway by storm and became a star overnight. A motion picture contract with 20th Century Fox followed in 1940. Her first picture, Down Argentine Way, was a repeat of her Broadway triumph. She became one of the world's most famous entertainers. The great hat she wore, covered with bananas and grapes and pineapples, were copied throughout the world. Her platform shoes were sold everywhere, and millions followed her hip-swinging, eye-rolling example of the dance floor and learned to samba. By conservative estimate, Carmen Miranda earned more than $2 million in Hollywood. She made 9 feature films in her 5 years at Fox, including such great musical hits as That Night in Rio, Weekend in Havana, Springtime at the Rockies, and If I'm Lucky, an equal number for other companies. Her last picture was Copacabana, in which she co-starred with Groucho Marx. During the filming of Copacabana, Miss Miranda met Sebastian, an assistant producer of the film. They were married March 17, 1947, in the Church of Good Shepherd in Beverly Hills.